the hero and the princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Okay, so we restarted. That was one of the endings, right? Silently continue to the cabin.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and
Yeah, I know about that. Proceed into the cabin. Let's see how the cabin looked before we did the shit of the world.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare.
Yeah,
the air
it's...
is stale and musty, and the
it's
floor
okay.
and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. The blade is your implement.
Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
It's quite lonely without the other voice in me. Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open,
Okay,
revealing
it's
a
pretty
staircase
normal.
faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp. A hint of rot filtering
Of rot?
from the ancient
Jesus
wood.
Christ. Oh, from the
The
wood,
princess
okay.
really lives here. Slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Probably
Her
not.
voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
Oh, that's a bitch
She
princess.
sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Yeah, we'll
Don't
see
let it
about
fool you.
that.
It's all part of the manipulation.
Continue down the stairs.
Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall.
The second chain doesn't bind her.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Steal your nerves and step forward. Let's see what we will do if we just do.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me?
Why I think I cannot?
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
We'll see about that.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's
Are you
unarmed.
serious?
If you hesitate now,
Slay the princess.
you lunge forward without a moment's hesitation.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You feel flesh easily give way and look
I don't
down
really
to see
like
your
that.
blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh. This is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
I don't know.
She's convinced she can't die. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it?
I'm not
She
sure.
stopped breathing moments ago. That arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really?
I'm not sure. I feel like she has to have some kind of trick up her sleeve. That was too easy. Wait a second.
Over? Don't get all worked up. We should make sure. What's the harm in checking for a pulse? I really don't think you should do that. And why shouldn't we?
Why?
Is there something you're not telling us? I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead. Your blade pierced her heart. There's no coming back from that.
Dude, you're doing this again. Let's check for
You
pulse.
lean down and place your hand against her neck, holding your breath as you search for a pulse. We definitely won't if you keep talking. I'm sorry, do you want her to be alive?
I'm
You
not.
just saved
I'm
the
not
entire
sure.
world from annihilation. Why are you suddenly trying to call that into question? Wait,
Because there is a
was
pulse
that?
there.
you know what that was? That was the sound of a heart.
I guess I won't be dying alone after all.
Something sharp digs into your side, the shock of it sending your nerves into a pained frenzy. Quick, let's get out of here. It's too late for that now.
Wow, look at that
Collapse to the
teeth.
ground as the mortally wounded princess twists a blade of her own deeper between your ribs. As you fall, she falls with you, exhausted by the effort, the little life that was left in her eyes fading rapidly.
An eye for an eye. A life for a life. I guess we're even now.
Maybe.
See you around.
You were so close. Why did you hesitate? It doesn't matter. At least you managed to take her with you, for whatever that's worth. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Yeah, okay. Chapter 2, The Razor. Why is it the second chapter
You're
again,
on a
dude?
path in the woods. You're here to slay her.
I'm getting terrible sense of deja
Terrible
vu.
sense of deja vu. No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here. If he doesn't remember what happened, then...
This whole thing's a crock of shit. She's just going to pull a knife out of nowhere and stab us again.
Voice of the cheated.
Stabbed to death? Well, you won't have to worry about that. The princess is unarmed.
You sure about
Yeah,
that?
that's exactly what you told us last time. You said this whole thing would be easy, but after we sank our blade into her heart, she just got up and started stabbing us.
Calm down. I assure you she has no weapons, so there's no reason to fear her. You were made for this job. You'll do just fine.
This is more than deja vu, though. I'm pretty sure this whole thing literally just happened.
Hasn't. Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it.
Okay.
Like I said, we've just met for the first time, you and I.
Okay. Let's assume I'm telling the truth, and know if this really did happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing
Those are
anything?
two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving.
Yeah,
Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me.
yeah.
If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
That's true.
Mostly listened to you. How are we supposed to know she'd spring back to life? If she sprung back to life in this hypothetical scenario, then clearly you didn't slay her.
You said I did.
Congratulations, you've been given a chance to actually do this right. And I believe your
Yeah.
other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? For asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
They did. I have the voice of the cheated in my head.
Consequences. We stabbed the princess stabbed us, and now everyone's right back to where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
That's an
Had you
interesting
failed
question.
to
I
slay
don't
the
know.
Princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left?
I know that answer.
Screw this. Who cares what happened to everyone else? She's not going to play fair, so we should do what we can to save ourselves and just get out of here.
I did that already,
At least you
dude.
know not to trust her, but you do realize that everything and everyone includes you, right? If you turn around and leave, you're dooming yourself as well as everyone else. We were so close to finishing the job last time. She can't get the jump on us twice. If we're careful, we should be fine.
Yeah.
That's the spirit. Just keep that stiff upper lip, and you'll save the world in no time at all.
We'll see about that. Let's talk about this
Just be quick
princess.
about it.
We killed each other last time. How can I make sure this doesn't happen
Like I
again?
said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go in, do your job, and save the world.
Oh, and don't get stabbed while you're at it.
Yeah, sure did. All she did last time around was stab me to death. How can someone like that end the
She
world?
just can. But she's still only a princess. You're fully up to the task you've been given, so long as you remember that.
I don't understand what you said just now. Who locked her in the basement? What is this
People
place?
locked her in that basement, and I
Who
told
were
you
that
what this
people?
place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
If people locked her away, why couldn't they slay her? Why is this falling on me?
I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special. You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps, but it's just the way things are.
Okay.
I didn't know we were special.
Because that sounds like a fucking lie.
Of course you're special. Why else would you be here?
If anyone's special here, it's her. Last I checked, we can't get up from a knife in the chest.
You're being cagey. What aren't you telling me?
Everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult.
You didn't tell us
sure.
about her knife last time, though.
That's because she's unarmed. And more than that, it's because there wasn't a last time.
Sure, dude,
Great.
that's all.
Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Let's go to the cabin then.
A warning. She will lie.
It
Yeah, I
could be
know that.
more on the money. But we're really doing this, aren't we? I'd say you're lost, but I'm stuck here with you. We know what to look out for this time. We know to be careful.
Well, we'll see about that
Just
too.
stay focused and you'll be fine.
Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin
Jesus.
is a jagged mess of warped wood and broken boards. Their
Yeah, I see
splintered
that.
edges as uninviting as shattered glass. The only furniture of note is a pointed table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement.
You didn't say anything
because
about
there
the
isn't-
mirror on the wall?
There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't.
Can you two stop arguing? It's stressful enough in here without all of this extra noise.
I care about whether I'm being lied
As
to,
do I.
okay?
I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? Let you waste time
Okay, let's take the blade.
Take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
It feels a bit better to have a weapon in our hands. Let's make her hurt for what she's done to us.
Enter the basement. We will not approach this mirror. Although this whole cabin is different than last
Very
time.
different. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So
Yeah,
focus
sure.
up.
It's disappeared again. Nice.
The door to the basement creaks open,
Jesus
revealing what
Christ.
must once have been stairs. The fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their source and violently jammed into the wall.
I can see
The air
that.
seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it, like the smell of fresh blood. And you can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below. If the princess lives here, slaying.
That's right, scraping. I told you she has something, I told you.
We'll see, we'll
That sound
see.
could be anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor. I am
Uh-huh.
begging you to get out of your head. Her
Okay,
grating
okay.
voice carries up the stairs.
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
And how do
There's
you
something
eat?
so wrong with that voice.
Yeah, she thinks she's better than us, like she doesn't even have to put on an act this time.
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess
Hands.
comes into view,
She-
her sharp eyes
hands
following
behind
you
her.
across the room. I wonder if she remembers us.
Let's quick save for now.
Finally, somebody. Quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
Come on now, we're not falling for
Look
that,
at
are
that.
we? She's trying to trick us, but she can't hide that threatening edge to her voice. She just wants us to get close, to let our guard down.
If she sounds threatening, it's because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here. You are armed, after all.
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right?
I'm not here to rescue you. If I come close to you, you're just going to stab me, aren't you?
What? No, I wouldn't stab you. I am just a sweet, innocent princess trapped here for no reason.
Sure.
And you are a brave knight
Look
who's
at that
supposed
face.
to walk up to, not stabbing distance to help me.
I have absolutely zero doubts that she is going to stab us if we get close to her.
She certainly feels threatening.
Well, not threatening, just
Just because she's
lying.
acting like she's going to stab you doesn't mean she has the means to actually do it.
But you know who is armed? You.
So stop second-guessing yourself and do your job. But I'm nervous.
But I'm nervous.
All the more reason to jump into the deep end and deal with her right now before you waste any more time getting stuck in your head.
I know you have a knife. I'll let you out of here if you drop it.
A knife? What are you talking about? I don't have a knife. Where would I keep a knife?
Behind your back?
And why would I stab you to death? I don't know you. You haven't given me a reason to stab you to death. It would be so silly of me to cut you open and look at your insides.
That sounds... yeah.
Okay, I could have sworn we didn't mention stabbing anyone to death. Sounds like she's really out for blood. Fortunately for you, she isn't armed.
Yeah, sure. Prove it. Prove that you don't have a knife.
It would be so much easier to prove that I do have a sharp object. I could just show it to you, but I don't have one, so I can't.
Yeah.
The princess smiles as she pulls her hands from behind her back.
But look at this! Hands! Hands that don't have anything in them to stab you with!
Her smile stretches into an even wider grin as she shakes her sleeves.
And empty sleeves, too! Look at how few stabbing implements I have. It's practically zero.
But what if you just hide in somewhere secret?
I've shown you all of my hiding spots. What kind of princess do you think I am? I would never hide something sharp somewhere secret.
Like your... yeah.
Wait, that sounds like I'm lying, but I'm actually not. My secret zones are for me, only they have nothing to do with you or my intention to not stab you to death the second you get close to me.
Her smile drops for a moment, her expression sharp and flat.
I assure you, there's nothing hidden there.
Oh, you mean... yeah, okay.
Inclined to believe her on that one. She seems serious. Of course, but that doesn't mean that she doesn't have something hidden somewhere. We know for a fact she's armed.
I'd like to trust you, but you're being so suspicious right now.
That's so rude of you, passing judgments on strangers you've never met just because they're different from you. How would you like it if I did that, huh? Silly little bird face thinks he's so serious coming down here but doesn't know anything. Thinks he can tell me to get rid of all the knives I don't even have while he gets to wave one around right in front of me.
Wait, I'm a bird face.
I bet you didn't like that, did you? I bet you didn't like being judged for no reason.
I didn't know I'm a bird face.
How many more times does she have to vaguely threaten you before you finally decide you're ready to deal with her?
I'm quite interested in this talk, to be honest.
Really still figuring out our angle. We don't have the luxury of watching this from a distance. Oh, I'm sorry, do you think I'm in a position of luxury right now?
Yes, I do.
Acting like you are. My entire world is at risk. And maybe you should behave with a little more humility. A bit of self-deprecation would go a long way. I have my dignity.
Then shut the fuck
I'll
up.
continue to treat you exactly how you deserve to be treated.
I don't have the key.
Oh, you don't? Okay, I see. I have an idea. You should come over here and stare directly at the chains. You won't be able to find a key if you don't know what it's supposed to look like, so you better come right within close staring distance just to be sure.
Nah.
I think I've said my piece at this point. I think we all have. But if you want to keep exhausting your questions, it beats getting stabbed to death.
Do you remember what happened last time?
Last time? If somebody came into my house and stabbed me to death and then I killed him, surely I would remember that.
Okay, she says she does.
But I don't remember it, so it must not have happened.
There you go again, talking up delusions about a past life experience.
Wait, I didn't say
The two of
anything.
you are working together on this. Aren't you listening to her? She's obviously lying through her teeth.
She does remember.
Terrible at spotting lies, and even I can tell something's up here. We can't be the only ones that looped back to the start. Someone else has to remember, right?
Yeah, she does.
Yes, something is obviously up, and we can all tell that she's lying. The thing she's lying about is how dangerous she is, not dimension hopping or time travel or whatever it is you think you're doing.
But that's exactly what happened, so you do remember it.
Would I just lie? Would I just lie to your face and tell you a thing I remembered happening didn't happen just so I could stab you again?
It seems so.
I mean, just so I could stab you for the first time.
You said it.
Aha.
Go.
She slipped up there. She said again, and her taking it back doesn't count. Do you hear how deranged you sound right now? Please stop dawdling. This is only going to end with violence. Postponing the inevitable is only going to make it worse for you when it actually happens.
Why no? We killed each other last time. I'd rather not do that again.
But if we killed each other, then why are we here, right now? Both of us normal and unstabbed.
I'm not sure about that. Can we just talk things through?
But we don't have anything to talk through. We're strangers and this place is cramped and annoying and you should just come over here and let me out. Okay, I'm bored now.
She's bored? That's absurd. She doesn't get to be bored. Not in a way that matters. She's a prisoner. Shit. In a sudden burst of movement, the princess leaps towards you, a blade
What the
erupting from her free arm, her wrist limp and empty from the violent expulsion. So I guess she did have a knife of her own after all.
Oh, you
That's
did.
conciliatory of you. We appreciate it, really. Now what are we going to do? At least we're safe here. She's still in chains. And those chains stop her from continuing her advance, at least for a moment. She looks down at them with something between annoyance and confusion. And then she slices through her arm.
Are you serious?
Okay, maybe we aren't safe here. She doesn't even hesitate before darting towards you with a terrifying speed you can't hope to outpace. Ah, shit. Okay, she's down an arm and we still have a weapon. I guess we'll have to use it. And use it you do. But unfortunately for you, and for the entire world, you are horribly outmatched.
I can see that.
You keep pace with her for a single brief and wordless exchange before she severs your hand and, with it, your only line of defence. She's much better at this than she was last time. Yeah, it's unreal. Bloody cheater.
I'm going to kill you now.
Yeah, sure, okay.
And with a squelch, she does just that. Everything goes dark, and you die.
What the f was that? Did you see her arm? And she like...
You're on a path in the woods. No,
This is not the woods.
if we're going to have to keep doing this over and over and over again, we're not starting in that goddamn woods every time. We're starting in the fucking cabin. You're what? Yeah, I feel dizzy. Oh ho ho ho! I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I? Isn't that interesting? Who holds the cards now?
We'll see that.
Nobody holds the cards. That's how it's always been. That's unfortunately how reality works. The circle's getting smaller and smaller.
What's of the
Running
hunted?
isn't an option anymore. We have to fight.
I can see
What's
that.
the point of fighting if she's just
What
going
the
to
hell?
win every time? It hurts being sliced to pieces. We're better off just sitting up here and doing nothing. So obviously you've already been here. How many times? This
A
is
lot.
our third?
Oh, to be honest, this is more than third, but yeah, for you this is
No
third.
wonder things have fallen apart. You do realise that every time you fail, she escapes and an entire world is damned to destruction. That can't be right. That's too much responsibility. I couldn't agree more. We couldn't be trusted with the fate of a single person, let alone the fate of the world. Let's just stay focused, shall we? The only furniture of note is a bent metal table. A pristine blade perched. We take it. Okay, sure, you take the blade before letting me finish telling you it's there. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Feels right. We just have to keep our senses sharp. That's right, we've got to be able to win eventually.
Well, I'm not sure about that, but let's
But
go.
what if we never do?
That we will never do.
Something like that. I know things are hard right now, but we gotta stay positive. If they're confident, then I'm confident. So, are you just going to stand there, or are you going to head? I'd love to get started just as much as you would, but how are we supposed to get down there? You walk through the door. You do know what door, but there isn't a door. It's just that mirror again. There isn't a mirror. You really messed things up, didn't you? It's like you can't even see reality anymore.
Yeah, sure.
Air coming up from behind it, stinking of iron and steel. He might be right. Could be a trick. If our other senses can't feel it, then we can't trust it.
Approach the mirror.
Make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You really must think you're looking at a mirror. Well, it doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open it.
Okay.
Let's just move it out of the way without looking. I don't want to see us. I'm sure we all look awful after dying twice.
Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like. I care about getting to the end of this mess.
Yeah, wipe the mirror clean. I cannot. I don't have any other options, dude. Oh.
You reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. It creaks open. And the mirror's gone. How surprising.
It was never there. Just an illusion.
Is it
It's
though?
time for us to see her again. Just stay focused and you'll be fine. You step forward, but you don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs. They are smooth and flat and metallic, an unintentional and unfortunately slippery ramp that quickly sends you skittering to the bottom.
Your body tumbles
Yeah,
onto the
here she
basement
is.
floor, and the form of the princess comes into view, standing at a distance. She gives you a wry smile.
Hi, it looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore.
Yeah, okay.
But don't worry about how bad you did last time. That's part of the fun.
Fun for her, maybe. I didn't like dying all over again.
Thinking about dying makes us as good as dead. The only thing that matters is survival.
True, true.
Actually, does survival matter? We've died twice and nothing bad has come of it. We just need to find a way to win once.
Why once? Maybe this will start all over again and it's like an
Nothing
infinite
bad has come
fight.
of it yet. Plenty bad has come of it. You've left at least one entire world to ruin. The people there mattered. The past isn't real. There's only here and now. Your internal bickering
She
is cut
has
short by
like
the wet
2
sound
blades
of
right
slicing
now.
meat. From the princess's arms erupt twin blades, glistening with her blood, the empty flesh of her arms flopping at her elbows like torn sleeves. She's loose, and she is cut.
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Shit. She's coming for us and I'm out of ideas.
Okay, we're fighting her, obviously. Obviously, we cannot, I think. We're going to appeal to her authority, puff her up a bit. There's no reason we cannot talk this out. Oh, that's easy, I'm going to try flirting with her. Not sure about that. She has swords for arms and we don't. We're panicking. We're going to fight her, and we're going to have a steer upper lip about it. She can hurt us if we don't let ourselves feel it. She wins by killing us, right? So let's beat her to it. All those ideas suck. Think about something better.
That's right, we just have to think. There's probably an answer if we think.
Just standing there, huh? A bold strategy.
You don't have time to finish your thought. In a moment, she's across the room. Blades. She skewers you. Ow. What
Yeah,
a
I thought so.
surprise. Yeah. We don't even get a second to think without her stabbing us. Oh, a new one of us. I thought that only happens when we die. Did we die?
I'm not sure about
You're
that.
in a... No, you're in a... Where the hell are you?
I don't
I
know.
think we're dead. And that's all we'll ever be. Dead, 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 dead.
Stop saying dead, all of you. We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely not dead.
I can see that.
This is all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here? This is 4. No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas, and I love that.
But I guess we don't have time to talk about things before the princess advances.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever we do gets us another us. Let's see how many we can stack. There's got to be a point where it makes us better than her.
We'll see.
long as we
Let's
keep
see about
moving.
that.
Oh, great. So it's going to get even more crowded. Even more deluded voices that think we might stand any kind of chance.
Come on, show me something new.
Okay, plan.
The
Now.
skeptic. Let's try flirting with her then. It doesn't work and she kills again and again and again and again. Your memory blurs as your consciousness leaps from life to life to life, holding only snippets of conflicts that transpires.
Compliment her on those gleaming blades. There's nothing better than a capable woman.
The smitten.
Skewers you.
You're cute.
Thanks.
Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that helps. We just have to hit her harder.
She skewers you.
You'll have to be trickier than that.
I can see that.
Then you skewer yourself.
I thought we both understood that dying doesn't get you anywhere.
Yeah.
Huh. That didn't do much of anything. We're tougher than I thought.
Just panic. Flee.
Voice of the paranoid.
Skewers you.
No, you don't get to escape. That's not how this works.
You have more and more blades.
It doesn't matter how many times this takes, we can't give up.
Why?
Okay, let's go again. She's going to kill this body either way. So stop feeling what it feels.
Voice of the cold.
She skewers you.
If only it was this easy.
Ooh, not bad. Real tough.
See? We're getting better.
Okay, yeah. That was a good one. Let's appeal to her better nature. We haven't tried that.
I'm sure she'll listen to reason.
You think she has a better nature? I haven't seen her.
Skewers you.
We're getting close to something, can't you feel it? One last time.
You're right. One last time. That's all we need.
And then
One last
everything goes
time.
dark.
And you die. Yeah, I know that. Mutually assured destruction. Mad.
Your Honor, don't lose your head. We're in a cabin and we'll take it from here.
Everything feels like it finally fits, doesn't it? We're up here, which is different, and different.
Different is good.
And our steel claw is already in our hand.
Ho-ho! What if we throw it out the window?
Oh, it's a contrarian again.
Over my dead body.
That won't be very hard. We've died a lot. But I can't say I mind anymore.
Oh, okay.
Besides, what better way to die so very many times than at the sharp hands of a beautiful woman?
Oh, smitten means he's smitten by her beauty.
Sure, I
Okay.
can think of a better way to die. They're all the same, really. How about we stop thinking about horrible ways to die? I don't want us to accidentally manifest anything.
The only thing we're gonna manifest is finally ending up on top. There are entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here? This isn't good. How about you stick to describing things, and we'll stick to doing them?
Sure.
Yeah, leave it to the pros. We'll notch up that win in no time. Narrator, we heroically stride through the door and towards our destined final encounter with our star-crossed lover.
Fine by me.
Dude.
You walk to the door and onto the basement stairs, only...
It's fine. I'll just shut up then and speed this whole thing along.
Thanks.
Sure you don't want me to describe the stairs, or this room, or anything? It feels like I'm hardly a part of this.
We don't really need it, to be
Don't
honest.
care, just want to win. Fine, you make your way to the basement, where the princess awaits you.
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again? I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself back together.
Yeah.
But I guess we're not done. That's okay with me. It's good even. I like that.
You sure?
I got something ready for you while you were gone. Do you want to see it?
Yeah.
I'm not going to wait for an answer. I'm just going to show you. It's worth it though. Just you wait. And not for very long, because I'm going to do it right now.
Yeah, you have a blade instead of your leg or something, right?
Are you going to say what she does? Do you want me to talk now?
Well, yeah, she says she has something new. I want to hear about the new thing.
Yeah, me too. I think I speak for all of us when I say that I would like to hear you describe her new thing. Really?
Yeah.
Okay then.
Yeah.
Here we go. Now.
The princess's skin twists, splitting into red blooms of raw meat as it stretches and tears. Then it erupts. She becomes a wave of blood and viscera, pieces of her splattering
What the
against the walls.
is that?
All that remains in the center of the room
is a skeleton of blades. A heart beats furiously in its cage of a chest.
Are you ready for what comes next?
Yeah, you're
Holy
just.
shit!
Yeah.
She's gorgeous.
The smitten guide
Absolutely
is.
divine.
The smitten guide is like. Him, dude.
Yes, behold, the perfect woman.
Your voice of stubborn likes this too.
Do you think we can throw her out the window? That looked painful.
Yeah, he did.
How is she still alive? Heart's still beating, that's all she needs. This is fake. This is all fake. That's all just made up. She doesn't even have a back anymore. How are we supposed to stab her in it?
This is all just a sick joke. I hate existing.
I kind of understand you.
We're screwed. I quit. I'm done. Forget it.
This
All
is
right,
all
sir.
just
What just happened? It's so quiet.
I just empty my mind. Don't think about it. I will empty you too.
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once.
You don't act, and yet through the inaction, your body moves on its own. The princess strikes as you approach, but as her blow finishes its arc, you're already somewhere else.
You're incredible.
Thank you. Your weapon clash again and again. You and her entering rhythm free of thought and free of self. There is only a dance, the ebb and flow, the shifting of the tides back and forth between you. The deeper you fall into a play, the faster your hearts pound, and the faster the momentum wallows between you. An endlessly building crescendo, and then an opening. Your blade strikes free of volition, and her strikes too. Both strikes are lethal. Neither of you will survive, but neither of you fear what's to come. This is a good ending. What? So I died. You do not get to see each other die, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns. Approach the mirror. You do so. Gaze into it. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone. But the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. Yeah, me, I'm a f***ing monster, I understand that. You've grown. What do you mean I've grown? You find yourself in the long quiet once again. You are at the cabin. Approach her. Yeah, there she is, the Blade Girl.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement.
And more
than
I was before.
Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Are you the same being as you were before? How much have you changed?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
Okay. What does it feel like to change like this?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
Okay, then this is all done. Do you know what you want to do?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was.
I can understand that.
I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
You know that at the end of this, once you've finished, I'm going to kill you, right?
There is still much to be seen. Neither of us know the depths of our being. Perhaps at the end of this, I will be the one to kill you. Or perhaps we will leave this place together and find new horizons to discover.
And destroy. When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can I not do the same things I've done before?
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
You have been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Thank you.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
What do you want me to bring you next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them.
Oh, it should be a surprise?
My joy isn't seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
Yeah, okay. Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is sharp and single-minded. She is cruelty, but she is also joy. She will make for an indomitable heart.
Yeah, I can see
Do
that.
not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be.
I don't really mourn her, don't think about that, so you don't have any preferences how you'd like to change or grow.
My preference is for you to show me what you would like me to see. I cannot know the ways I wish to grow, for I have yet to feel them. It is you who guides me down the thin trail of perspective and memory.
Yeah, okay. I don't want to hurt you, but the more times I go back, the worse I think things will be.
The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but they are drawn to the edge of the long quiet.
Long quiet, what is
Then
that?
they are a gate to something more.
Oh.
And you are something more than that, too. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me.
Okay.
The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
If I am to be an ocean, you have nurtured me into a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective.
Okay.
You will have your rest in due time, and I am sorry for the burdens I place on you.
Okay, I can save, let's say, I want to try different things. I can like destroy my body. You raise your will to end your life, but as it buries in the space your body should be, you feel nothing at all. One of the many hands in front of you reaches forward and gently touches the side of your face.
There's nowhere for you to be but here.
I'm ready to go back then.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.